In this video, we are going to be learning how to make this Bubu Kaftan dress with this design we have in front here. I'm going to show you how you are going to achieve this design, how you are going to cut this out. So if you're interested in contents like this, stay tuned, watch this video till the end. I have two different fabrics here. I have this black crepe that I'm going to be using for the design in front, and I also have this Ankara fabric here. Now you will need at least 4 yards of Ankara for you to be able to achieve that, unless maybe you are working with a shorter length. If you don't want yours to be very long, then 3 yards will do. But if you want it to be very long, then you will need to have at least 4 yards. So I'm going to go ahead and open this up and then show you how you are going to first fold this. Now Ankara fabric usually comes in 45 inches and the full length I'm working with is 58. So I'm going to first fold it into 2 this way so I can be able to get my full length. Alright, so I'll first fold my fabric into 2, and while I fold, I'm also going to make sure that I measure this out to be sure that I have the full length I'm working with, and then I'm just going to go ahead and cut it out. So once you are done folding it, while you fold, make sure to always take your measurement to be sure what you have is actually the length you are working with. So guys, I've gone ahead to fold my fabric into 2, and I went ahead to fold it again into 4. So we are going to be cutting the back and the front. So you are going to go ahead and fold it again into 4, just like this, and do well to arrange everything properly at the end of your dress of your fabric this way, so that by the time you start cutting this out, everything is just going to stay perfectly. While you make sure you arrange it correctly, do well to also iron this out. All right, so I'm going to now place my hot iron on it, iron out everything to make sure that everything here is straight and well placed. Please do well to arrange them. So on the shoulder areas here, arrange them properly. So you can see that we have 4 pieces here. Alright, so this is going to be serving as the back and the front for us. So go ahead and iron out your fabric. Next, you are going to come to the shoulder areas here, and you are going to take half of your shoulder measurement. The shoulder measurement I'm working with is 7.5, so the real measurement is 15 and half of it is 7.5. I marked it here. I'm going to come down by 1.5 inches for the neck depth. Alright, so we are going to first cut out the back neck depth, and I'll come in by 3.5 inches for the neck width, and I'll just go ahead and connect it. So once you're done connecting that, from where you have your shoulder divided by 2 here, you're also going to take your sleeve length, like how long you want your sleeve to be. So I want mine to be at least 12 inches. All right, and after that, once you've marked that, the next thing you're going to do, come down by ½ inch. All right, and you're going to connect it back to your neck width using your straight ruler, just like this. So for the shoulders area, we are using ½ inch because we are also going to stitch it down. So by the time we are done, it is going to fall into 1 inch. So right now, I'll take how wide I want my sleeve length to be. So I want mine to be 10 inches. I marked 10 inches, and I'll just go ahead and connect a straight line across, just like this. Can you see? Once you're done with that, the next thing is to take the full length of, like, shoulder to your hip. So shoulder to hip here is 26 inches. I'll mark 26 inches. I'll connect a line across, just like this. Go ahead and connect a straight line this way. So this is your hip line. So once you're done with that, on the hip line, you're going to now mark your round hip divided by 4 from the center part of your fabric. Round hip divided by 4 plus extra inches. I added 5 inches. Now if you don't want it to be too big, you can go ahead and add 4 or 3 inches. But if you want it very big, you can even decide to add extra inches. Whatever you have on the hip, go ahead and mark it on the areas where you have your sleeve and connect it this way. So once you're done connecting, you're now going to connect from that point now back to the hip, just like this. Can you see? Now that you're through with this, the next thing for you now is to come to the end of your dress. So whatever you have on your hip line, again, you're going to now bring it down to the end of your dress. Now I don't want the down part of this dress to be very big, just like what we have on the hip line. So I'm going to remove 2 inches from the actual measurements we have on the hip. I removed 2 inches and I marked it there, and I'm going to connect a straight line across just like this. Following this line, I'll connect it back to the hip line. Once you're done connecting this, you're just going to come to the armhole area here, like your sleeve area here, and you're just going to connect a curve along this part here. Just connect a curve this way. This part is supposed to be curved like this, and once you're through with this, you're basically just going to go ahead and cut out your neckline. So we are cutting the back neckline for both the back and the front for now, and then you are also going to cut along the shoulders area and trace out every other thing. So once you're done, you have something looking this way. Now you are going to now remove the one that's inside. It's going to be serving as the back piece. So you're going to remove it and place this back, like go ahead and arrange it properly. So we are now going to cut out the front neckline. All right, so make sure you arrange everything very well. All right, so once you've arranged it properly, just like this, for the front neckline, you are going to place your tape from the shoulder area this way. You see how I'm placing my tape, and I'll come down by 8 inches. You can also decide to use 9 or 10 inches. All right, make sure you are placing your tape exact way, just the same way I placed mine. So I'll connect from the shoulder areas now back to that point where I marked, just like this. And once you're done with that, you're just going to go ahead and also trace out that point we marked. So once you're done, you're going to have something looking like this. I'm just going to go ahead and open this up. So this is what it will look like. All right, so by the time you're done, you should have something looking like this. So go ahead and fold this back. All right, so just the same way we folded it before we cut out the neckline, sorry. So just go ahead, fold it back. So the next thing we are going to do now is to now have that design, like to now cut out the design we had in front of this dress. So I'm going to show you how you can achieve that. So I'll just keep this aside now and then work on the black fabric. So this is a black fabric I'm going to be working with, and it is crepe. So I'll just place this right side facing each other. All right, so I'll fold it just like this, right side facing each other. So first, I'm going to first iron this out to get like a ghetto line. Make sure you fold it right side facing each other, iron it out to have a ghetto line, because you will need that ghetto line when cutting this black fabric. So I'm just going to go ahead and iron this out. So for the design we have in front, if you look at this dress closely, you will notice that this part here is somehow very curved, and we have this other side here as well. It is curved as well, and this particular style has like a shoulder, like an armhole. All right, it has like an armhole. So I'm going to show you how we can achieve all of that. So the length of this my fabric folded is 21.5, like 21.5 inch, and the width for this is about 12 to 13 inches. All right, so now remember it is folded into two. So I'm going to now bring the front pieces, like my front dress, I'll place the front on the folded part of the black fabric as well, and I'm just going to go ahead and pin it down. So go ahead and pin it down. You are going to trace out the neckline and also the shoulders area. So once you're done tracing this out, just go ahead and remove all the pins and you have something looking this way. Can you see? So turn the wrong side of the fabric facing you. Now the part where you want the armhole design to be, turn it facing this part. Like just go ahead and turn it facing the part that like is not closer to you, the part where you want that armhole area to be. So I just went in by 3.5 inches on both sides, and from this point I'll come down by 15 inches. So come down by 15 inches here, and next I'm just going to go ahead and connect from this 3.5 inches point I came in by, connect a straight line across just like this. All right, so you connect a straight line just like what I'm doing here. So once you are done connecting that line, you're just going to go ahead and cut it off. After cutting that off, come to this 15 inches point that I came down by. I'll come down from this part here, this 15 inches point, and from the center of my fabric, remember this is why I said you should iron it to have like a ghetto line. I'm going to come out by 1.5 inch. All right, so come out from the other side by 1.5 inch. I'm also going to take this down. I'll come out by 1.5 inch. Now from this point I'll connect a curve now from here to meet this 15 inches point. So once you're done connecting that, you're now going to come over to the other side, and then from the shoulder area you're going to come down by your shoulder to like your armhole, shoulder to your armhole, or just come down by your armhole. Mine is 8 inches. I'll mark it here, and then the next thing I'm going to do now is to connect this into a straight line this way. This is to get like our armhole. All right, I hope you understand. So once you're done with that, the next thing you're going to do now is you're now going to try to connect your armhole. So still from the center of this part here, you're going to mark your round bust divided by 4. You're going to mark it there, and then go ahead, connect your armhole towards that point. So this is what I mean. You're going to place your curve rule this way and connect it just like this. So go ahead and connect it like this. So once you've connected your armhole just like this, you are now going to connect from that place you have your armhole, connect a straight line downward just like this. Connect a straight line downward using your straight ruler like this. And after that, you are now going to come to this point and connect a curve. Just look at what I'm doing with my hands. You're just going to connect a curve, just a little curve. Can you see what I'm doing? Just connect a little curve downward to this part here, and then you're now going to connect from here upward to meet this other line here. All right, so connect it upward like this to meet this line, and once you're through, you're going to have something looking like this. This is it here. Can you see? Now after that, you're going to come to this line and divide what you have here by 2. So from this point to here, I'm going to fold my tape and make a point here. All right, so you make a point. So after that, you're now going to come in again by 1/2 inch. From that very point you marked, you're going to come in again by 1/2 inch. come in by ½ inch, mark it here. So you're now going to connect from here now to that ½ inch point, just like this. Connect it from that point to this part here, and connect here back to this part here. So this is it. Once I'm done connecting this, I'll just go ahead and cut it out. So this is what it looks like. That means by the time you are done, you should have something looking like this. Can you see? So you're now going to fold in ½ inch. That's why I said the wrong side should face you. So you're going to fold in ½ inch and iron it out. All right, so you're going to fold in ½ inch this way. Make sure you pour water on it and iron it out, just like what I'm doing here. So I'm going to iron it out all round, but I won't do this on the shoulder area and on the neckline. So the part where we cut out, I'm going to first fold all of those parts in using ½ inch. So this is what it looks like after I was done ironing this. Can you see? So we're now going to place this on our Ankara fabric, and I'm just going to show you how to go about that. This is my Ankara fabric here, so make sure that the wrong side of your Ankara is facing you. The right side should face down and the wrong side should face you. Same thing to the black fabric here. Just make sure that the wrong side of the black fabric is also facing you, and you're just going to go ahead and pin this down. All right, so make sure that all the wrong sides are facing you, and you're going to pin it down. So I'm going to pin only the neckline areas. I will take this over to my sewing machine and I will stitch it down using ½ inch of stitching allowance. So by the time I'm done stitching this down, I'm then going to turn it over to the right side and iron it out again. All right, I'll show you how to go about that. For the back neckline as well, I'm also going to place my back pieces on it. My fabric is already folded. I'm going to place it like this and also trace out the back neckline. So I'll be using the black fabric as well to trace out the neckline. So I came in by 3 inches. All right, so mark 3 inches inward, just like this. Sorry, 3.5 inches, and you're going to place your fabric this way, just the same way we did for the front. And I'm just going to pin it down and then use my scissors to just trace it out. I'll trace that point out and also trace out the shoulder area. Once you are done, you are now going to come down from this point by 3 inches. I marked 3 inches and I decided to come down again by ½ inch, so that makes it 3.5. And from the shoulder, I'll just connect a curve to meet that 3.5 inches point. And once I'm done with that, I will now use my scissors to also cut this out. By the time you are done cutting this out, you're going to have something looking like this. So let me open it up. This is what you have here when you are done. So this is it here. Now you're going to place this on the back pieces. So you're going to place them right sides facing each other. So place them right side facing each other this way, and you're going to pin it down. Go ahead and pin it down, and you're also going to take this to your sewing machine and stitch it down using ½ inch of stitching allowance. By the time you are done stitching, you're also going to notch the neck area. Notch it so that you can be able to turn this over to the wrong side. So when you are done notching it, turn it over to the wrong side, iron it out, and use your hemming gum to fold the end of your neckline. So this is it here. And for the front pieces, this is what I have after I was done stitching it. As you can see, I only stitched the neck area. So what I'm going to do now is to trim off the excess I have along this part. So trim it off, and I'm also going to notch it. By the time you're done trimming this, go ahead and also notch this. All right, so most especially this pointed area here, do well to notch it, notch all these other areas, and then turn it over to the right side and iron it out. So I'm done notching this, and I'm just going to turn it now to the right side. All right, so turn it to the right side. You're going to arrange this properly and iron it out so everything is looking very straight. Don't worry about how it's looking right now. Just go ahead, iron it, make sure you place everything neat and iron it out. So this is how mine looks after I was done ironing it. I also went ahead to use my pins to just hold it down, because we need to top stitch this on our sewing machine. So you're going to top stitch from this part here, top stitch all those areas there, just top stitch everything down on your sewing machine. So this is what I have after I was done top stitching this, and this is how it looks. So just do well to iron everything very straight. All right, so this is how mine looks. Now it's time to place our pocket. Now from this shoulder area, I'm going to come down to 18 inches. 18 inches is going to be where my pocket is going to start from, and the next I'll just go ahead and turn this over so that you can see this clearly. So from the shoulder here, I came down by 18 inches, and from that 18 inches point, you are going to come down again by 8 inches. All right, so this is what I mean, 18 inches here, and from here come down again by 8 inches so that your hand can easily pass through your pocket. All right, so go ahead and notch that area, and you're also going to repeat same thing for this other side here. Repeat same thing on the other side, and everything you did for the front, the exact measurements you use, you're also going to use that measurement for the back pieces as well. So do well to notch those areas. So I'm going to also notch this, and I'll notch this part. So I'll keep this aside, and I'll bring my back pieces as well. So for the back, just like I said, you are also going to notch. So the back here, I've gone ahead to iron my neckline. I use hemming gum to like make it stays in place. So this is what it looks. If you look closely, you'll see that it is not moving. I made sure to use hemming gum to just secure it in place. So for the pocket as well, this is it here. From the shoulder area, I'll still come down again by 18 inches, which is somewhere around here, and the pocket areas like 18 inches and 8 inches downward. All right, so I'll also do same thing to this other side here. So this is the fabric I'm going to be using to cut out my pockets. I'll just connect a curve. Don't worry, I'm going to show you how to do this. So I'll just connect a curve this way. So I'll connect a curve just like this. Now there's something I want you to understand. From your pieces, come down by 1 inch, and from that 1 inch point, you're going to come down again by 8 inches so that your hand can easily pass through your pocket. So that was what I did, and I got this. So my pocket is somehow looking weird, but it is totally fine. All right, it's still okay. So I'll just go ahead and cut this out. So by the time I'm done, I will have two pieces on each pocket. So you need to fold your fabric into 4 so that you can cut out 4 pieces. So 2 on each side and 2 on the other side. So by the time you are done, you're now going to bring your front pieces this way. All right, you bring your front pieces this way, pick 2 of your pockets. You're going to place it here on the part where you notch, right sides facing each other. You're going to go ahead and pin this down. So I'm also going to pin this down here. So I'll stop stitch on it using 1/2 inch. All right, so go ahead and stitch that part you pin using 1/2 inch. Same thing I'm going to do to the back. So this is the back here, and I'm just going to go ahead and also pin this on the back. So remember I said you should notch. So place them right sides facing each other as well, and you're also going to pin this part down. All right, so once you are done pinning this, you're going to go over to your sewing machine, and you're going to stitch down these areas here using 1/2 inch. So go ahead and stitch it down. Everything we did for this side, I'm also going to repeat same thing for the other side. So by the time you are done stitching, you will need to stitch your shoulders. Stitch your shoulders using 1/2 inch. All right, stitch your shoulders first using 1/2 inch, and then When you are done stitching it, you're now going to come to the sleeve area, stitch it down, and then follow my finger. You're going to now stitch through the pocket and then stitch down to the full length of your dress. So this is what I have after I was done, and this is how it looks. It's actually very simple. So this is what it looks like. These are my sleeves. I also went ahead to fold my sleeves, the end of my sleeve, and the pocket area. This is how it looks. This is where my pocket is going to be, and this part here. So this is it. Now the next thing I went ahead to do was I stitched all the sides down, but I made sure to leave about 15 inches upward here, so that when you wear this, you can be able to walk freely. So you're just basically going to fold the end using 1/2 inch. Just fold it and then top stitch on it. You're also going to do same thing to this side, and on this other side as well, you're going to repeat same thing. Then on the end of your dress, you're going to also fold in 1/2 inch and then fold it again and top stitch on it. By the time you are done doing that, you are just done with this dress and you are good to go. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video was helpful. Let me know what you think about this in the comment section. See you guys in my next video, and if you haven't subscribed, please do well to hit on the subscribe button, and please turn on the notification bell so you'll be first to get notified whenever I upload a new video. Bye guys, I'll be seeing you guys in my next video. Bye.